What I'm about to show you happened in Barcelona, 2019. A young fan noticed something that Messi's own bodyguards missed, and it saved the GOAT's life. What's up, guys? Today I'm going to tell you one of the most incredible stories in soccer history. This story never made it to the media, never got shared on social media, and even Messi's own family didn't know about this incident for a long time. But today, 5 years later, it's time to share this secret with you. But here's the part that will give you chills. This hero fan made one simple request to Messi that night, and when you hear what it was, you'll understand why this story was kept secret for so long. November 12th, 2019, Tuesday evening. After Barcelona beat Slavia Prague 2-0 in the Champions League, everything at Camp Nou seemed normal. Messi had delivered his usual calm performance. One goal, one assist. Classic Messi stuff. The match ended at 11:30 p.m. Messi was following his usual routine. First the press conference, then chatting with teammates in the locker room, a quick conversation with his family, and finally the walk to his car. But something was different that night. The number of fans waiting outside the stadium was higher than usual. Security had noticed this, but they didn't see anything to worry about. After all, Barcelona had won, and the fans were happy. At 12:15 a.m., Messi left the stadium. He had only one security guard with him, Carlos Mendez. Carlos was an experienced guy who'd been protecting Messi for 3 years. He thought he had everything under control. Messi's car was in the stadium's VIP parking area. It was just a 2-minute walk to get there. It was a normal routine. Nothing should have gone wrong. But 47 meters into the walk, something unexpected happened. This is where our story's hero comes in. 16-year-old Maria Gonzalez. Maria was just a regular high school student living in Barcelona, but she had an unusual talent, reading people. Maria had watched the match with her father that night. It was her dad's birthday, and she wanted to see Messi as a gift to him. While waiting at the stadium exit after the game, Maria was observing the people around her. "Dad, that guy is acting really weird," Maria told her father. She was talking about a man in his 30s standing at the stadium exit. Unlike other fans, he wasn't wearing a Messi jersey, wasn't holding a phone or camera, kept checking his watch, had his hand inside his jacket. "Maria, don't look at everyone with suspicion," said her father Manuel. But Maria's gut feeling wouldn't go away. The man really was different. Other fans were excited, smiling, talking. This guy looked like he was on a mission. When Messi came out of the stadium at 12:15 a.m., the man Maria had been watching suddenly moved. He pulled his hand out of his jacket, and Maria saw he was holding something. "Dad, that guy has something in his hand," Maria shouted. Manuel looked at his daughter, but it was too late. The man was already moving to intercept Messi's path. Maria had never run so fast in her life. She pushed through the crowd, shoved people aside, and screamed, "Messi! Watch out!" Messi heard the shouting behind him, but initially thought it was just normal fans screaming, so he didn't turn around. Carlos thought the same thing, but Maria's voice was different. There was panic in it, fear. "Messi! Someone's behind you!" This time Messi turned around, and what he saw froze him. 2 meters behind him was a man. He was holding a small knife. The man's eyes had a strange look. This wasn't an attacker. This was someone who was sick. Carlos immediately sprang into action. He tackled the man and took the knife from his hand. The whole thing lasted 15 seconds. But if it wasn't for Maria's intervention— "Who was shouting?" Carlos asked, breathing heavily. Messi looked around and saw a young girl emerging from the crowd. Maria was trembling next to her father. "Was that you shouting?" Messi asked in Spanish. Sí, Maria stammered. Messi walked over to the girl. Maria's eyes were filled with tears. She was only 16 years old and had just saved someone's life. "¿Cómo te llamas? What's your name?" Maria Gonzalez," the girl said, still shaking. "Maria, you just saved my life." At that moment, Maria burst into tears. Her father Manuel came over too. "My daughter is a very observant kid," Manuel said in English. "She was saying that man was acting strange, but I didn't listen." Carlos was calling the police at this point. The attacker had already been taken away by security, but Messi had other things on his mind. "Maria, you can ask me for anything. Whatever you want." Here's where the most touching part of the story begins. When Maria heard Messi's offer, she knew exactly what she wanted to ask for. I, I don't want anything from you. Messi was surprised. What do you mean? A photo? An autograph? A jersey? No, Maria said, but I do have a request. Tell me. Maria looked at her father. Manuel nodded encouragingly. I have a little brother, Hugo. He's 8 years old and he has leukemia. Messi's expression changed. Maria continued. Hugo is your biggest fan. His bedroom walls are covered with Messi posters. Even while getting treatment at the hospital, he watches your games. Is he in the hospital right now? Messi asked. Yes, at Hospital Saint Juan de Dieu. He's getting chemotherapy. Today was also his treatment day, but so I could watch your game, he said, go sis. Cheer for Messi for me. Tears were streaming down Maria's face. I want him to meet you, but I know it's impossible. You're so busy. You're such an important person. Messi cut Maria off. Can I go to the hospital tomorrow? What? Maria couldn't believe what she was hearing. I want to visit Hugo. Not just him, all the kids there. Carlos interrupted. Leo, tomorrow you have training, then a press conference. Carlos, cancel all of it. Maria was so excited she couldn't speak. Manuel thanked him on his daughter's behalf. Senor Messi, this is incredible. Thank you so much. But Messi wasn't done yet. Maria, you come to the hospital tomorrow too. If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be here today. I'm going to tell Hugo how his sister saved me. The next day, November 13th, 2019. Messi kept his word. At 3 p.m., he arrived at Hospital San Juan de Dieu. Barcelona's media team wasn't with him, just Carlos and his personal photographer. Maria was waiting with her family at the hospital entrance. And Hugo couldn't believe it. That morning, the little boy had asked his mother for the 20th time, Mom, is my sister really bringing Messi? Yes, Carino, she is. But maybe I'm dreaming. It could be a side effect of the chemo. When Messi entered the hospital, he went straight to Hugo's room. When Messi saw Hugo, his eyes filled with tears. The little boy had lost a lot of weight, but the light in his eyes was too strong to be dimmed. Hola, Hugo, Messi said as he entered the room. Hugo's mouth dropped open. Then a huge smile spread across his face. Are you real? Messi laughed. Yes, I'm real. And you're my hero. Me? Why? Because your big sister saved my life last night, and she did it for you. Messi called Maria over. Hugo, your sister is a hero. She spotted a very dangerous man and warned me. If it wasn't for her, I couldn't be here today. Hugo looked at Maria. Really, sis? Yes, Hugo. I did it for you, because you love Messi so much. Messi spent 3 hours at the hospital that day. He didn't just talk to Hugo, but to all 25 kids there. He gave each one a signed jersey, took photos, talked about soccer, but he shared his most special moments with Hugo. Hugo, you're going to get better, okay? How do you know? Because you're a fighter, just like your sister. Messi gave Hugo a special gift, his own cleats, the cleats he wore that night against Slavia Prague. I scored a goal with these cleats. Now you're going to get better with them. As Messi was leaving the hospital, he told Maria one more thing. Maria, I'm not going to tell anyone about this incident. Let this be our secret, okay? Why? Because if people hear about this, they'll always expect situations like this to happen. But this was a special moment, just ours. Maria understood and agreed. For 5 years, this story remained a secret. Maria, her father Manuel, the hospital staff, and Messi, nobody talked. But Hugo's story doesn't end here. The little boy recovered 8 months later. He beat cancer. And you know what the first thing he did when he got better was? He wrote a letter to Messi. The letter said, Dear Messi, I got better. Your cleats brought me luck. Now I play soccer too. I dream that one day I'll play soccer on the same field as you. But most of all, I want to thank my sister Maria. She saved your life, and you saved mine. Te amo, Hugo. When Messi received this letter, he cried. And that day he made his decision. When Hugo turned 18, if he was still playing soccer, he would test him in Barcelona's youth academy. Hugo is now 13 years old. He's playing in Barca's youth system. And Maria? She's now 21, a medical student. She wants to become a pediatric oncology specialist. So there you have it, guys. That's the end of this story. This story teaches us something. Sometimes life's greatest miracles happen at the most unexpected moments. A young girl's attention saved a soccer player's life. That soccer player then changed a child's life. Maria Gonzalez might not be world famous, but what she did that night makes her a real hero. And Hugo? Hugo is now chasing his dreams, because sometimes miracles do come true. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to smash that like button. Let me know in the comments what you think about Maria and Hugo. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel, because I'll keep sharing incredible stories like this with you. See you guys later.